Right, good morning. Yeah, good morning, 11:30. Now, I'm forever changing this camera setting around to try and get the best possible setting for it. I've lowered it down a bit now. I've only got it, I've been using it about 4 feet high. It's now just over 2 feet. So I'm hoping I can maybe get it a little bit better and you can see things a bit better. So we're back on the Bismarck. I've done a few bits to the deck, I'll show you in a minute. Because they're so small and tiny, I'm concentrating on things. Now the light's not too bad at the moment. So let me move the camera down so you can actually see the model. Alright, there you go. So now with the camera being lower down, you can now see the model, but you can see the deck better. And you can see those two with the anchor chains. It's not going to fall off because I've glued it onto the deck. You see I've roughly painted them red and green. Red is port, green is starboard. So the anchor, I'm not sure why they were painted red and green. I don't understand it for lights. Now that's a lot nicer with the camera that close. I can actually zoom in a lot better now. And you can see it a lot better. I did try it with a fixed focus I've got, but that doesn't really work. So what we're up to, I've got to get the thing set up right. So you see now, look, you see now I can zoom in now, you see. So this is now the downside to this. I can't see a thing because I haven't got my glasses. This is now the downside to putting a wooden deck on, because this I can never get these things right with what I'm looking at. Hello. Right, saying hello to the dog. I can never work out where the hell these things are going. Right now. I've got like I can never work out where I'm going, left, right, centre, back. Oh, for God's sake. Right, there you go. Hello. Now then, probably because I'm zoomed in too close to be fair, and it's set on manual focus obviously. Now this could be, you see, that's as far as it can zoom in. So the downside to this could be that because it's so close, then it might be, oh, what do you want? I'm talking to everybody. You can't just come in wagging your tail at me when I'm talking. Oh, I can never get used to where this thing is going. Hello. Right, just saying hello to my dog. Now, what was happening on this? When you see, now I've got to move that I can't work on that now because it's too far away. It has to be here. And once it goes there, you can't see what I'm doing. And I need that to be there, so I need the camera to swing around slightly. Right. Now then, so I now need to see what I'm doing. So what we've got, shut up. Right, so what we've got, these bits here, that little tiny bit there, they will go across the front here. On the way you see all these little bits here on the wooden deck, underneath that was a little tiny, well, it was a square where it's in the front, and then there was a little round bit there. And these were supposed to sit on a little on the back of the square with the other bit coming out. With the Pontos scales, you can see some of them, they actually go up the back of the thing, but I think they moved up and down. Anyway, for this kit, that's where they go across there. Unfortunately, those bits that were sticking up are only tiny, and I couldn't get them to push through the wooden deck, unfortunately. And so what the hell is that? How is the deck? I wonder what the hell that was. Now the other downside to wooden decks, not a massive downside, but it's a big enough one, is that stuff doesn't really glue very well on the wooden deck. I mean, that needs to go down a little bit, you see. I'll put a bit of super glue on that in a minute and see if I can push it down and keep it down. So what we're doing, we've got to add all these in. There's about 20 of them. And they are these here. Right, so that's these. Where am I? I just seen them in a second ago. So that's these little things here. So we're adding them to the deck at the moment. So the only way you can do it, I've already lost one by the way. One did come off, there's what they are. So these have to be added. And they have to go so they're slightly standing up. And they've got to go between them like that. So let me get some glue and we'll try and build some of them. And then once we've built them, we'll do some more bits, because as you can see I've put the anchors in place. I can move that down a bit, so the anchors are in place. Now these bits here, well, you can't see that bit, can you? I can't move that model too far. Right, so this anchor here would go to the front anchor here. What that actually is, you can just about see they're connected very carefully, and you do have to be careful, to these, what I showed you them, didn't I, if you remember a previous video. They're a little tiny photo etched. Bear with me, I can tell you exactly what they are and where they go. So I can tell you exactly what they are. I'll show you a picture of them. So this is the Battleship Bismarck book, which is where I'm getting some of the stuff that I can't see. So there's where the original, there's where I got the photographs for them, red and green. And there is something somewhere, I don't know where, because when you want to find something you can't find it. There really is something, right, there we go. So this is based on this diagram here. You can see the anchor chains there going across. Now what they are, I now know, is number 12, which is the cable stopper. So these are all those little anchor chains you see going across, they're cable stoppers. And then on the actual thing, it's not got it on there, I don't think. No, I can't see it anywhere. There must have been something somewhere that told you what those little bits are. It's certainly not on there. Can't see it on there, unfortunately. Alright, number 8. So there's stopper lugs. There's little tiny triangular things that you may have seen me putting on a while back. I'll stop the lugs. So that's what that chain goes against. Now then, so where are we up to? Right, so I've got that. I put the thing down and I've already lost 2 doing this. Actually, I found one, I lost 3. I put it down and I forget where I put it. Twit. Right, so now we've got to put these little things. You see how tiny it is. You can only just see it there. And I can only just see it. So now I need... What did I do with my thing? Just a minute. Oh, you see, I'll pick things up, I'll take things and then... Why would you put it over there, nitwit? Now, and as you can see, let me just push that back a bit. I've also done the bollards there. They're all built up with... You may remember, I don't, you didn't see me doing it on a video, but they're all built up from the Pontos bits. They look a lot better, obviously, than the bits that come on the thing. So what we've got to do now is get this little thing. We've got to put a bit of glue there. Right, I can only just see this. I can't see this very well. I might have to put the light on. So these little bits have to go in there and have to go like that. I can't even see whether that's up right or down. I mean, it looks alright. So they've all got to go on like that. And there's 20 or so of them to go around there. I can't see. And it's not. God, this stuff is so tiny, it's unreal. It's got to go so it's on its end. So it's edge, that's better. So you can just about see it's stuck up. Although they're so small, by the way, these will be painted at the end. I'll paint them in situ, it only needs a little bit of paint on them. So they've got to go in like that. This is almost certainly going to help more if I have a light on it. I think putting the light on will take too much glare on it. Well, I suppose you can just about see that. Alright, okay, so now I can see it. Right, so that wasn't sticking up. So now the glue is dried. See, I didn't have anything that I could make the little tiny boxes that were there. Right, that's better. Now it's sticking up, I can see it sticking up now. So we're going to put 20 or so of them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 22. Now the actual instruction book tells you there's 20. But obviously it's 22. So I'm just cleaning the tip of the needle. Right, so let's get some of these off. I don't want to take too many off at a time, or I'm liable to lose them. We've also got a little photo etch bit that's got to be put onto that bit that I just showed you with the two bollards. There you go, that bit's fallen off. Shouldn't have done that, I should have turned that round. Hopefully there's plenty in there. Yeah, I mean some of this stuff I just don't see the point of. I mean, you look at this. Where am I? Oh, I can't get it in. It's going to be slightly out of focus because I'm trying to lift it up. Now by the two doors out there, they seriously, I don't see the point of it. You can't even see the things, you know. So it's it begs the question, why do you have to have that many in there right now? So once we've got these in, I'm working my way down the deck. I want to get all the stuff in on the deck first before coming to the, well, I'll probably do the gun. You know, it's a question of getting it right. There you go. Because it only needs a little bit of glue. I mean, at least it looks like it should do, but they've not gone on. That, like I say, that should have had a little square bit. But when I came to put the deck on, they stopped the deck going down, and I pushed holes through this so that I tried best I could to get that to push the little bits through. But unfortunately, the bit that was supposed to go through, that was like a, I don't know, one was like a little square bit, and it had this thing where these have got these little bits in, you know, the little, where they've got the, so they go in like that. It's got the little bits in there, that little, you can just about, you can only just see, he has it a bit, and I think that clipped into one of the bits at the side, and there was a little bit of a thing that sat up here, but I couldn't get them through, and the little bit that came through here, that the back of this went into, or the back of that went into here, was not much thicker than the deck. So I had to, and this was the downside to putting a wooden deck on, I didn't have the bits that I needed for, I've seen some photo etch bits somewhere and I didn't have them to put on there, unfortunately. Now I've only got a minute left and then the video is going to run out. So I'll come back because this is a better way now. I can actually see. I just put that in and I haven't got what twit. So this is a better way of doing, setting the camera up now with it being low instead of high. I think high and low, I think it has its place. Right, so they've gone in quite well. So there's 4 of them today, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one that was already there. So let me now find. So what we'll do is I'll make just a bit of photo etch bit. You can't see what I'm talking about, can you? So there's some photo etch bits that go across here, very small boxes. There doesn't seem to be a lot more anywhere around here. There's a little gap there and a little gap there, so obviously something's going to go there. And there's a little one there. Oh, that's a bit of dirt, you nitwit. And then we've got these here, and I think there's bits that are going to go around here. So we'll gradually work back, and then we'll come to the main gun here. I might just build the main gun up then, and then carry on back. And then I won't do them bits round. So as we come back, that'll be the main gun. I won't do these bits because they'll be for the Right, it's going to run out now.